How many people read or saw these books? How many people know what this book is about? Hands. 1, 2. Hector, is that a hand or are you just scratching? Okay. Anybody? Nothing. Great. I love it. That means that after you leave today, your life is going to change. And I'm going to repeat that every time. Because by the time you leave here, your life has to change. You got to do something with your life that's different. Because whatever brought you here may not bring you further. And that's where you need to go. The 7 Habits of the Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. And we can take the 2 borders away. No. That's the book. It's the Bible to live by. I know every book I read is the Bible to live by, but that's the way it is. As we grow up, or as we go from childhood to adulthood, we go from dependence to independence. When we are first born, we're dependent on who? On our parents. And they teach us everything, and we don't know any better. We think that this is the way it is. And as we grow, we go to school. Who's our next leader, provider at school? Our teachers. And then we finish school and we go to college. And then we finish college and we go to work. Or somewhere in between. We get to work. Who's our parents there? You're lucky if you find one. And it's your job to find that one. In this company, I guarantee you have about 5. By the way, my room is to the right when you walk in. In case if you want to find me. Danny, Vinny. Okay? Anybody that can help you will help you to learn. So as we go from dependence to independence, that's where it all starts. We want to be independent. We want to become independent. How do we become independent? By learning a skill. That's the easiest way to do it. By being proactive. By doing things, initiating things in life. Opening our distance between 2 ears and thinking, what are we going to do next? And learn. Too bad I don't have that. No. Marco. Thank you. And the way to become independent is, it's 2 circles, if you can see. 2 circles, and you are here. That's your circle. And this is an outside world with everything that's going on in Egypt, Iran, Iraq, and all other countries. That's here. And you are here. And the only way you're going to change anything, by doing what? Look at this little circle. That's you. Look at this big world. How do you affect this world? By creating the circle bigger. By making this circle bigger. How do you do that? By learning the skill. By becoming independent first. You want to be independent, you want to learn every single day. And what you're doing today is learning. Then you started with, what is your dream? How big can you think? If your circle is this little, then that's how big your life is going to be. If you want your life bigger, make this circle bigger. Right now I see people in the room with the circle going all kinds of directions. Just one example. Who raised hand Who raised their hand when we were asking about color of L copper, K copper? Who said that? Who knew the color of the copper? You, and who else? Who pointed out the blue color? Okay? By the way, he's an electrician. Why should he even know that? Because he wants his circle to go wide. And he proves to us every single day that circles has to be bigger. And that is habit number one. Now, habit number two is the dream, like Danny said, that converted into action, and it's something that we want to do. Before anything, we plan. We want to accomplish something. How do we do it? We think first, and we go do it. We think, we go do it. Some people think and don't do it. Some people do it and don't think. You have to think first and then do it. You have to know what you're doing. Now, on your paper trail, you have a mission statement. And this mission statement is the thought that drives our company. It's the vision that moves Abilene. And it says, Abilene will consistently exceed the expectations of clients, both current and future, by creating a service-driven organization dedicated to our service. What does that mean to you? Anyone? Sam, what does that mean to you? You're an outside of the company, and you just heard our mission statement. What do you think it means?
That what you aim to do is to not not just fulfill your contract,
Right.
and to release
To do more,
to do more than
to do more that is expected of you. That by itself is taking you out of the boiler room. You are no longer an installation crew or a service department. You are liaison between the company and the customer. So it is up to you to satisfy that customer to more than he's expecting. He already expecting that he's going to get a boiler. He paid for it. He's expecting that the boiler is going to work. That goes without saying. When you buy a car, do you expect it to move? Yes. So when the boiler is running and it's beautiful installation, okay, that's nice. But what can you do other than putting the boiler in? So your eyes have to be open all the time. And you have to look for that extra. Open the door to a tenant. Move away when you see somebody is walking. Say good morning. Simple thing. Be nice, and that's extra. Stay out of sight so they don't even know you there, and that's extra. The best present or the best thing about Abilene, sometimes they say, we didn't even know you did it. I love to hear that. When 50 people go through that door and trucks and deliveries, and they say, we didn't even know it was there. It was so quiet, it was so clean. That is the best compliment this company can get. So keep working on it, keep looking for that extra. And this is the mission that we have. Now, when you create that mission in your mind, now you know when you walk in that boiler room, you're going to look at the boiler room from a different perspective. You'll be looking from a building department perspective. You'll be looking for a DIR perspective. You'll be looking from your management perspective. What do they want from me when I get to it? Even though you never saw them. You possibly don't even know who's in charge of this company, some of you. You know Vinny, you know Danny, you know your foreman. My room is to the right when you walk in. But I'm just saying that you have to think big using what Danny said, and the big picture is, where's this company going? Because I am part of this, and my shirt says Abilene, and the truck I'm driving says Abilene, and I'm presenting Abilene. Wear it with pride. Now, habit number 3. Put first thing first. My favorite. Stephen Covey wrote the whole book on this topic. Entire book. And what does that mean? If you know what your mission is, then your whole life has to start with first thing to accommodate the mission. And by the way, this mission can apply to anything in your life. Exceed expectation of other people. Think about it. If you do more for your wife than she expects, what do you think the result is going to be? And where are you from again? Okay, what I'm saying is the reward is unbelievable. And even if it satisfies you, let's say nobody says thank you, which happens a lot, but you know that you did more than somebody expected of you. So the first thing first, you got to make sure that all your most important things in life is in order. Your finance, your work, your family, your friends, your health, the spirituality, and this is your life in a nutshell. This is it. This is when you start. It's empty. Each one of these represents the most important thing in your life. And let's say this is work. Okay? And we put in. And let's say this is education. And we fill that in. And let's say it's health. We got it. Finance. If you work hard enough and you achieve your goals, it's in there. Your family. That is the reason why we do everything, I believe. Here. Your friends, your church, your life is all here. Fits in perfectly. Right? But let's say, the way it usually happens, we get a little distracted and want to watch a little TV. Okay? Well, we fill in a little TV. What's the big deal? Nobody's going to get hurt. But that's it. Something has to give. We can't fit it all. And let's say we have a TV and we have a sports game. Something else has to give. And then we have little video games. And I'm not naming golf, because I wanted to bring a golf ball, but once we do that, nothing fits. Nothing else fits. That's it. Couple of balls, and we're done. That's at least 4 or 5 hours a day. I just joined the club, I know. Okay? Now, if you put this in, and now we have all these distractions going with our life, what do you think is going to happen? What is it? Everything is falling off. You cannot have a complete life. So, eliminate distractions. Eliminate things that you don't need in life, or limit them. I understand you all want to watch TV for relaxation. You work too hard. If it's an educational program, History Channel, go ahead. If it's you're watching YouTube video of Danny doing the speech, go ahead. Okay? I'm serious. Those are the things you want to watch. But other than that, don't waste your time, don't waste your life. And this is put first thing first, and I believe that this is one of the most important things in this habit. Now, think win-win. But what do you think about this meeting? In your opinion, what is it? Education. Excellent. What else? Knowledge. What else? Experience. What else? Camaraderie. Association. All good things, and a free meal, don't forget. That's okay. Until you're here, until they serve, it's free. You're paying for it, but you're paying for it by getting knowledge. This is just icing on the cake. Who do you think win besides the restaurant in this situation? We all do. The company gets knowledgeable individuals working for them. The knowledgeable individuals become more knowledgeable and get skill that they need to become better. So win-win is another important habit of the most or highly effective people. By the way, this is all you, because just by being here, you're already all the way to the habit 4. And now we're going to get to the habit 5. Seek first to understand before be understood. Anybody understand what that means? I'm going to stop asking you questions. I know you understand. Anybody else? Seek first to understand the other person, meaning listen to them first before expecting that they understand you, that they're listening to you. What does usually happen? Somebody is speaking and you're already preparing the answer. I guarantee it. Here, listen to me. No, hear me. Okay? Yeah, watch me, right. And that's all I hear. Misha Alfred, Misha. No. Listen to me. And nobody is listening. Give the other person a chance. It's not to talk, to express his opinion. And maybe you might learn something if you give that chance to grow. Communication is very important. And if it's only one person speaking, there's no communication. That's why I don't like to speak that much. I like to communicate with you. I like to understand that, yes, you know what I'm talking about. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Number 5, another very important habit of successful people. Habit 6, synergize. You know what that means? Synergize. Synergy means together, right? If one pen is very weak and it can be broken very easily. 2 pens, it's hard to break. It's hard to break. And by the way, 2 pens are stronger than 2 pens. They're stronger than 4 pens. Now, what do you think that reminds you of at our jobs? What is it? I'm sorry? Teamwork. But what does it remind you specifically? A crew. When a crew comes to the boiler room, synergy is what makes that boiler room look great. Synergy. Because you get 6, 7, 8 people bringing their, what? Skill. Together. Not everybody knows everything except Vinny. He does. Yes, thank you. Somebody said Misha. Okay? What I'm saying is that when you work together and you use personalities and you know what other people are all about and you listen to them, you grow, you become better, and everything around you becomes better. And this life becomes full, complete. So synergy is more than plus 1 plus 1, more than 2 plus 2. 7 people go in the boiler room, and a masterpiece comes out. True masterpiece that has been there forever. They don't even know who did it, but they're going in for the next 30, 40 years and looking at this masterpiece that you created by having a synergy. And it's not just the crew. It's the office, it's the shop, it's the materials, it's the vendors who delivers materials. Everybody work together. So synergy is important. And we have all the 6 habits. And the habit number 7 is sharpen the saw, which means practice all the other habits. Renew. Keep coming back to those skills. Sharpen your skills. Now, a personal story. It's okay, Will. It's okay. A personal story. I don't know how many people know that 25 years ago, I was the master electrician on the job. Yes, before you. They called me master electrician, but I wasn't. And I'm on the job learning the skill. Anybody knows Max Solomon? He's the father of everything that we've done here, one of the fathers, okay? Max Solomon is my foreman, and I am an electrician on the job, 35 years ago. And I am on the job cutting an EMT. We didn't get to tubing cutters at the time. I'm cutting it with a saw, and I'm cutting, and I'm cutting, and I'm cutting, and Max comes over. His favorite impression was, "Stop! What are you doing?" I said, "What do you mean?" "I'm cutting. Look at this, it's dull. Why don't you sharpen the saw?" And I said, "What are you talking about? I'm too busy cutting." Don't miss your life being busy. Learn the skill. Become better. Thank you.